Hello, lovely people. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Roel. I'm a health and nutrition coach, and I post these videos weekly to help you to be motivated to make some small changes to your lifestyle that can make a big difference to your health. And this week, I want to talk about mindfulness and how that can help you to lose weight and to improve your health. And before you run off because you think, oh, mindfulness, that's too woohoo for me, I want to assure you that it doesn't have to be woohoo at all. You can practice mindfulness in many, many different ways. We all know that it's not easy to create new habits because the stuff that you're used to, that you love doing, is often the stuff that we need to stop doing to be more healthy, and that makes it really difficult. And the things that we need to start doing, the new habits that we create, are often less pleasurable than the ones we're trying to stop. And that's why it's a little bit difficult to make these lifestyle changes. But I like talking about mindfulness because it's actually a really easy thing to do to make a big difference. It's much easier than a lot of other things that you can do to improve your health. And so today I just want to talk a little bit about why it is such an easy way to have a massive positive impact on your health. So there is an incredible mind-body connection. So your mind is, of course, a very powerful tool when it comes to making decisions. And you make decisions all the time. I think it's guesstimated that we make about 35,000 decisions every day. And of course, not many of those are meaningful decisions or decisions that have a big impact on your health, but some of them are. And we also know that emotional eating can be a major obstacle when it comes to trying to be healthy. And same goes for a lack of self-awareness. So if you don't have a lot of self-awareness, then you're more likely to engage in behavior that's not helpful for your health. So this is where mindfulness comes in, really. So what is it then? And it's going to be one of these videos again where I'm going to say the word mindfulness often. So you can play a shot game. Every time I say mindfulness, you can have a shot. No, don't do that. Obviously, that's not good for your health. So what is it? It is being in the moment. I know that sounds a little bit deep. What does that mean, being in the moment? It just means that you're a little bit more aware of what's going on right now. What are you feeling? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you thinking? And what are you doing? But it can also be just slowing down a little bit. So it will allow you to be a little bit more aware of what's actually going on right now. Often we just go through our day like a zombie, going through the motions, half on automatic pilot, doing what we do on a regular basis, and we don't give it necessarily a lot of thought all the time. And mindfulness will really help to make a bit more conscious decisions about what you're doing, and that's where it can make a good impact on your behavior when it comes to health. So it can also be, I know it sounds very vague, but mindfulness can be practiced in many, many different ways. It's not just one specific thing that you do. You can be mindful by slowing down. You can be mindful by slow and deep breathing and really focus on your breath going in and coming out. It could also be just being very observant and maybe just look at an object and be very mindful about what it looks like. And there are loads of other things. You can just do any daily mundane activity mindfully rather than mindlessly and not even noticing what you're doing. So it's about accepting what's going on. It's not being judgmental, and that's when it's going to be helpful, because you're going to think a little bit more about what you're about to do if you're a bit more aware of it. And of course, when we start thinking about lifestyle factors that have an impact on our health, we're going to talk about diet, we're going to talk about physical activity, we're going to talk about sleep and stress management. Those are the four lifestyle areas that have the biggest impact on our health, both physically and mentally. So mindful eating, most of us, we love to eat. And when it comes to eating mindfully, we're talking about savoring your food, slowing down. Don't eat it quickly whilst doing something else, but really enjoying every bite. Pay attention to what it looks like, what it sounds like when you bite into it, what it tastes like, and also maybe think about what it's going to do to your body. So it's really about enjoying your food without distractions and not rushing through your meals and not eating whilst you're working or traveling somewhere. And when you do that, when you slow down and savor every bite, you're going to enjoy your food more, but you're also going to recognize when you're full and you've had enough. If you're eating mindlessly, you're less likely to notice when you've had enough and you just keep on eating. And that can then really help to avoid overeating. When it comes to stress, mindfulness will help to improve your stress levels, or i.e. reduce your stress levels. Whether it is through the slow and deep breathing that will have an immediate impact on your blood pressure and your heart rate, or whether it is just because you're distracting yourself from thinking about the future or thinking about the past, worrying about stuff that hasn't even happened yet, by just focusing what is actually going on right now. What can you see? What can you feel? You could do a body scan where you just close your eyes, take some slow deep breaths, and start thinking about all the parts of your body. And the easiest way I find is to just move from your toes all the way up to the top of your head and just think about all the body parts on the way, without any judgment. And that can be really, really grounding. And that will then put you in a position where you make better decisions, where you're not rushed and stressed. So you will then also reduce your levels of cortisol. And cortisol, of course, promotes fat storage, especially around the abdomen. So that's also a good result. When it comes to exercise, you might think, well, how does that come into exercise? Mindfulness, can I be mindfully exercising? Well, yes, you can. You can, drag yourself to the gym and push yourself through a workout whilst you're already looking forward to what you're going to do afterwards. Or you can be really focused and intentional about what you're doing. Feel your heart beating faster. Focus on your breath whilst you're exercising. Be grateful that you are able to do a workout, that your body is, supporting you through that, and that you have that fitness and strength to do that workout. And that can make exercising more of a positive experience. And it means that you're not just going through the motions, you're fully engaged and really aware of what it's doing to you. You can imagine when you're working out that the cells in your muscles are taking more glucose out of your blood. So what a great vision that is. I think that will help with motivation to, rather than to just push yourself through it and try to just survive it, rather than fully experiencing it. When it comes to sleep, of course, mindfulness can be super helpful because it just activates that parasympathetic nervous system that helps you to rest and relax. And definitely before going to sleep, whilst you're lying there in bed, to do that sort of body scan where you breathe deeply, or you could just slow down your breathing and take yourself back to a really good day in your life. What was the best day in your life, or one of the best days, and relive it in your mind. You will distract yourself from negative thoughts and worries, and you will activate that parasympathetic nervous system, and that will help you then to fall asleep and get a better quality sleep. And you'll have more energy the next day then, and that will then help you to be more motivated to be good when it comes to your behavior in terms of what you do for your health. When you're tired, you don't really have the strength or energy to always eat healthily. You feel like snacking more because it also affects your hormones. Your hunger hormones are up when you're tired. Your satiety hormones are down, so you're up against it already. And so when you've had good sleep, you've got more energy. You will also probably have more energy to do a workout, to exercise. So that's good too. So how do you translate that into your real life? So personally, I'm not really one for sitting down for 20 minutes and practice mindfulness. I don't really have the patience for it, but I do practice it just in my daily activities. When I have a shower, I'm really mindful of, I'm grateful for the fact that I have a shower. I'm very aware of the water, the nice warm water touching my skin, using a lovely shower oil, and I smell it and I enjoy that. I don't just go in a shower and already start worrying about whether I've got clean underwear, what clothes am I wearing, what am I eating tonight. I'm fully enjoying the shower, and then I can worry about all the other stuff when I come to that. And you can do that with anything, whether you're folding up the washing, whether you're unpacking the dishwasher, doing your work, doing a workout, just really appreciating and being fully aware of what you're doing. It's life enhancing, really. You're going to feel much better. And when you feel better, you do better. So I hope that you find that useful and that you can see yourself practicing that. And I'd love to hear how you're getting on. And of course, it's Sunday, so we're going to do some goal setting. And I'm continuing a goal that I started last week, which is the breath work. And it links in really nicely with the mindfulness that we spoke about today. Every morning I do 5 minutes of breath work, and there's different ways of doing that. I did fairly well last week, missed it a few days, so this week I want to set myself a goal to do that every morning for 5 minutes. It's not really a big effort, it's actually really nice, and it's just a case of making the time 5 minutes to do that. It's not a long time, and I feel much better at the beginning of the day. What is it that you're going to do this week? Think of one thing that you can do this week to be better, and don't make it difficult. Make it easy. You can always exceed your goal. Nobody's going to fine you if you're going to do more than you said you were going to do. And just keep doing that every week, and you will really, really reap the benefits from that. If you need a little bit of help with goal setting, you find it difficult to work out what goals to set yourself or how to stick with them, how to be successful, feel free to download my free effective goal setting workbook. I will put the link below this video, and that might be a handy step-by-step guide for you to be more successful with the goal setting, and most importantly, be more consistent. So feel free to download that, and thank you for watching. I hope that it's going to motivate you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again next week. Lots of love. Bye.